Hey, welcome to Lakeside Tarot. My name is Tara. Thank you for joining me for today's reading. This reading is going to be for the collective. It may or may not resonate with you. Please use your own discernment to decide what is and what is not for you. Today is Tuesday, December 30th. Let's hop right in and see what's going on. Closing in on the end of 2025, y'all. I'm excited for the new year. Alien, telepathic, dreams, songs. What else? Hearing crossing wires. So someone could be trying to feel like interrupt some sort of telepathy going on here. You know, almost like when you change the radio station. It's what it's feeling like here. Pressure cooker, rage, ready to explode. Yikes. This could also be something about some kind of backfire here that someone is receiving for trying to interrupt. I feel like someone's in the astral trying to interrupt communication, telepathy, confuse the channels. Receipts, proof, show me. I don't know. Something's going on here. Someone's receiving some sort of backlash. Single, current status available. This also could be an as above, so below type of thing. It's almost like I'm seeing it from the perspective of the 5D. So with like telepathy and what's going on up in the astral realm, someone was trying to cross paths to move into territory that they don't belong in, and it's like something went wrong. It did whatever plan they had. They're receiving backlash both in the 3D, could also be in the 3D, 5D and 3D. We've got current status available. Someone's mad that you're single. Okay. Or it could be mad that there is a masculine who is single or about to be single. Focused, eyes for you, fascinated, watching. All right, let's see. Someone here could be going to see the new Avatar movie sometime soon. If you are, I want to go with you. I really want to see it. But there could be something here about that. All right. Actually, that's a good reminder that maybe I should see if I can buy tickets. Either I got the next couple of days off my 9 to 5, so we'll see. Experience new things. Someone could be traveling. There's something here about the Oregon, Washington, way up, Seattle, that area. Someone could be traveling to that area. The Dakotas could be significant. We got single coming out again. Someone here could be going on some sort of like spiritual retreat. You could be wanting to travel somewhere by yourself. Maybe there's a place, a specific place that you've been wanting to go. Could be somewhere that you're seeing in your dreams or that you've always dreamed about traveling to. If that's the case, this might be a good time, or next year, 2026, might be a great time for you to plan to take that trip, even if it's alone. Obviously, be safe if you are traveling alone, but we've got call, hearing from them. Safety, comfort, and then we've got heartbreak. Someone that's angry here is like breaking shit. There's something significant about wax. You know, like those wax museums where they have the, I don't know, famous people and I don't know, you could take pictures with them and stuff. I've never been to one before. I've seen them, but there's something about like a wax museum. Texas could be significant. Lone Star. Longhorns. Longhorn Steakhouse. Someone's biting their nails. What else? There's someone really mad. Music, inspiration, unfinished business. Romance. What is this here? We got finances in the reverse. There could have been a money blockage here that's now lifting, has lifted. Soulmate. You got a soulmate that's got their eyes on you. Crossroads. Secret admirer. Timid. Look for what's hidden between the lines. Work. Something to do with work. Someone may quit a job here. What is this? Crossroads? Soulmate. Breakup. I don't know, you could be in separation with someone. We got cheating, broken trust. Single parent responsibilities. Fears. I don't know, you could be afraid that someone's wanting to cheat on you or is cheating on you. There's someone that's really mad about a potential reconciliation between two people. I don't really know what this is as far as like someone's heartbroken here. They're worried. I don't know. There's a divine masculine here that's worried. I don't know if they're worried about there's a divine masculine here that's not being honest about something. Okay? This has to do with work. They're doing something or acting some type of way. If they're not facing you, it's because of what's going on here. This person feels like stuck. They might have a fear of you walking away. I don't know. It's really annoying because I don't feel like it has to be this complicated. I really don't. I feel like, and I always say this, I feel like open communication would save a lot of trouble in a situation. But there is something significant about and needing to keep in mind that just because you are able to overcome some blocks doesn't mean that everybody can overcome those same blocks, or your trauma might be different from somebody else's trauma. This is feeling to me like someone's mad about some sort of reconciliation. There's a job involved or work involved, finances involved in some way, and a divine masculine who I feel like is acting out of a place of fear. Okay? that may have caused some trust issues in a connection here. They may be afraid that you're going to walk away, that you're going to choose something over. Maybe they feel like they need confirmation from you or validation from you, or the other way around. Maybe you're ready to walk away from someone because they're not validating you in some way. Let's just keep going. Triggers: flashbacks, trauma bond, inner child wounds, attracting toxic. What else? I feel like this is the direction it's going. It's something to do with trauma and triggers. Signs: meanings, repeated numbers, synchronicities. I feel like you and another person are seeing this, seeing signs. I do feel like someone was trying to get in the middle of that. There was someone who was mad that was like screwing with the wavelengths. That's how the reading started. Someone trying to mess with telepathy, maybe even mess with certain signs and stuff like that. They're definitely receiving a backlash. We got time. Needing time. Now is not the time. Time will bring unexpected changes. Observing, being watched, social media stalking, keeping an eye on you, obsessed with you. Jeez Louise. So if there's a divine masculine, divine feminine connection here, now is not the time because of the cycle. It has something to do with the cycle and wounding. Something about the south node, north node. Okay. What else do we have going on here? Jezebel. We got the devil's in the details. And divorce, separation, breakup. For some of you, you could have been connected to some sort of Jezebel spirit in the past. All right. So, the Jezebel spirit can be on male or female. It's more so, it's manipulation. It's all the shit that we've been dealing with. It's just a name for it. It's a spirit that actually enjoys trapping and ruining good people and like potentially healthy, soulmates. Like if it's a spirit that if it even sniffs out soulmates, whether it doesn't even have to be like a twin flame or anything like that. It could just be you and your mom have an exceptionally wonderful relationship with each other, right? You guys get along very well. And a Jezebel spirit, if you were in a relationship with someone like this, would do everything in their power to destroy that relationship between you and your mother because it's jealous. It's jealous and it wants to destroy good things. So for some of you, you were in some sort of trauma bond with somebody. Okay, there's something to do with inner childhood wounds as well. There's something about letting go of these things, not letting yourself feel trapped. And this could be someone else too. Like you could be coming out on the other end of that, like really stepping into your power, and that's great. There could be someone else. Like I said, just because your trauma is one thing doesn't mean that that's the same type of trauma that another person has. Memories of the past. And then we've got home life in the reverse. So someone else here that maybe with this now needing time, now is not the time. Time will bring about unexpected changes. Someone here might be triggered. They could be triggered by memories of their own past, of their own being connected to somebody who was abusive in some way. head or heart. We've got yelling, shouting, ghosted. We've got friendship. We've got work and career. And we've got giving. Pisces could be significant. Air sign could be significant. Virgo could be significant. Someone was acting out of a place of logic. Capricorn, this could have to do with work or money. Or you could be dealing with a Capricorn. Scheming. Chameleon. You know what it feels like is abusive relationship. Yeah. I feel like I don't feel like this is your energy necessarily. Now, if it is, you'll know because it will resonate with you specifically. But if you're listening to this saying this isn't necessarily resonating with me, understand that this could be somebody else's energy that I'm picking up on here, someone that you're connected to. So just take it as it resonates and with who it resonates with. There is someone here that was in some sort of abusive relationship in the past. This could be you, this could be someone else, this could be you and someone else. There was something here about feeling more comfortable fitting in and kind of just allowing things to... Someone got comfortable in an abusive relationship, okay? They got comfortable in it, in the sense that they could be surrounded by absolute and utter chaos and abuse and figure out a way to keep themselves safe in a sense. Maybe this was like a safety mechanism for this person in a relationship that they were in. There's some kind of lesson that someone needed to learn here. So this could be someone who's like an avoidant, all right? You might be someone who, when you see something that bothers you or you see something that's off, you voice it, you talk about it, you communicate. Just like I said earlier, I feel like communication would solve a lot of problems, and I will stand by that. But there is a place for silence too. And I feel like there's a balance here, and there's something here about that balance, about this union coming together. Someone else, when they dealt with abuse, they figured out a way to just shut down. All right? For them, it was just keep your mouth shut, keep yourself safe, and do what it is that you need to do in order to survive this. It's two very different ways of handling trauma. It's two very different, it's not one is right or wrong. This is giving, I couldn't get out of this situation. Okay? Because who knows, right? Someone could have been raising kids. Someone could have had financial struggles. I think I mentioned a couple readings ago, just because you're in a karmic situation, you want out. Sometimes you can't get out right away. Sometimes the time's not right. It's not safe for me to leave right now. This person's showing signs of I don't know what lines they might cross. Sometimes I feel like people have to actually let the abuser be the one to walk away or make the decision to walk away from a relationship because of how bad it would get if they were the ones to say, I'm leaving. No, the fuck you're not. Like, there's something here about all of that, all of it. So someone may have dealt with something here in a past abusive relationship where they just shut down, didn't address something, because that's what worked in that relationship. That's the way that this person handles things that are uncomfortable. They could be seeing this again in a work environment. There could be a Cancer involved. There could be family involved. Okay, let's keep going. Someone can see through another person's mask. We got family again, sending you a text message. This definitely could have something to do with a family member burdened. Someone's feeling heavy burdens. We got mother. This could be someone's mother. Someone's mother could be involved in a situation. Someone could have an abusive relationship with their mother. It doesn't have to be that it was a romantic partner. This could be someone who's like afraid of their fucking mom. Someone's moving in silence though. Someone may want to reach out to you. I don't know. Pay attention to your dreams and your downloads for sure though. All right, what else? Mental health disorder. You got someone with a mental health disorder that's stalking you and who's obsessed with you. You've got decision. November. Someone may have made a decision in November. You could have made a decision in November. What else? Copying everything you do. If you quit drinking, this is someone who's acting like they quit drinking. If you like to go fishing, this is someone that pretends they like to go fishing. If you move in silence, this is someone who pretends like they move in silence for some specific reason. You probably move in silence because you got someone with a mental health disorder that's stalking you. They may act like they move in silence for the same type of reason. This is someone that you burnt bridges with in the past. All right. There's some kind of confession that might be coming out. Like someone may confess something to you or tell you something. Someone was 100% trying to retaliate against you. This is this person that's raging. Okay. Yeah, massive regrets. That's because they're getting their ass handed to them. Sweet talk. This could be someone that was like a phony baloney when it comes to queen bee, secure, confident boss bitch, career focused. This could be someone who underestimated your value and your worth, thinking that they could, reckless love, sex, someone that wanted to come in and use you as an object. It's almost like a goal. It's like I can get the collective in bed. Watch me. Someone felt almost proud of the idea of being able to get you naked or whatever, that was like a goal. Okay. Side hustle. This could just be normal for this person. It's almost like giving bets, moving on, letting go, loving you, free. It almost feels like someone that makes bets with their buddies on like, who they can get, who they can sleep with. Originality. Decision. Harmony. Someone's thinking about how to get on good terms with you. Someone wants to say, they want to whisper sweet nothings to you. Okay? They were thinking real hard about what to say. We got authority. This could be someone in an authoritative position here. I feel like this person was receiving some sort of downloads. This could have something to do with your protection, like almost like warnings. Like, you keep fucking around, you're going to find out. Those types of communication from the universe. I don't know what that would look like. It might look actually, I do know what it would look like because I've watched this shit happen to people in my life. Okay. I became attuned to it when I was very thick in the midst of my spiritual awakening. I can remember I had this I don't know who has even figured out that's in my life that I have this channel yet, and who doesn't. I know a couple close, like, close family members are aware. But anyway, so this person would know if they tuned in that it was about them. But I'm not going to say names. And whoever keeps asking me to say names, no, I'm not going to, unless I channel names in the middle of a reading. That's the only time I'm going to mention names. I'm not going to just start throwing out names. I don't feel called to, nor do I channel specific names very often. Anyways, there's this person, and they were an ex of mine, and they were very abusive. And I was only with this person for maybe, I don't know, a year. And I can remember one of like, there were so many things. And this was before I went through like, the real bad shit recently. But this was years ago, like early 2000s, 2009-ish to 2010, around that time. And I can remember I was in a relationship with this person. It was, I was very naive back then. And, still the same heart that I have now, but extremely naive. And I could remember standing in the Starbucks line one time, and this person turning to me, and I'm just like happy go lucky. Like, I wake up in a good mood unless I'm not feeling well or someone's really pissed me off. I'm happy. I'm thankful to be alive. I'm thankful for life and what it offers me every single day. And I was like that back then, but we were standing in line. I'm like getting ready, all excited to get my drink. And this person turns to me and says, "You want to know something I don't like about you?" And I was like, can I get my drink first? And then I was sitting there and I'm like, why would we be in line with each other? And this is supposed to be the person who's like my romantic partner. And they're sitting here thinking about what they hate about me before I've even gotten my coffee in the morning. Like, damn. So there were like little things like that throughout the relationship that I can remember that were horrible. Another time, like when they broke up with me, it was 9 degrees outside. 9 degrees. I remember helping them take Christmas lights off of like this huge house. And then they got off a ladder and were like, this, I just don't want to do this anymore or whatever. And it's like, I wasn't getting paid to help you get those Christmas lights off that house. You were getting paid. I showed up in 9-degree weather to help you out, to spend the morning with you because I care for you, right? Because that's where I want to be, is next to my partner. That's how they broke up with me, was in 9-degree weather. So anyways, this person called me later, and found out that I was going through a divorce or that I was in separation with my ex and wanted to try to like sneak back in. And the conversation, I don't even know where I got to this point. I don't know. Someone needs to hear it though. So I'm just going to finish. But this person reached out to me and I almost strategically used it as an opportunity to gather information about the way that people's brains work that treat others like that, because I can't fathom it. And there were certain things that were said, like those are just two examples of things that really stuck with me. But when they called me, they even started out the conversation with, I'm calling to apologize to you about the way that I broke up with you. I can remember it. I saw, I watched you walk to your car and it was just so sad and yada yada. And it's like, well, no shit. I mean, I'm the one that lived it, right? But anyways, they played it real nice, really tried to like do this sweet talk. Someone may need to hear this because this is what's about to happen to them, or maybe this is something that's happening to you currently. Don't forget the way that people treat you in the past. I believe that if someone has shitty character, like if you're sitting in line with someone who's kind and sweet, and you're not only thinking, man, I don't fucking like this person standing next to me, but I want to actually tell them how much I don't like them, even though they've literally done nothing to me right now. Most of the time, people like that don't change. People that are intentionally going out of their way. It's not like it's in the middle of an argument. It's not like I did something to trigger like an annoyance. Like it's a little bit different. Like you ask someone to do something and then they don't do it, and then you get pissed off, and then they say that you're overreacting or that you just but it's like two not compatible people. That's where the bickering comes in. This is more so just a straight up attack. Like you're just not a nice person. You're sitting here thinking about a nice person and how you can tear that person down and ruin their self-esteem before they even get a fucking sip of coffee in the morning. If you have someone like that has treated you like shit in the past, they're not going to change. They're not going to change. Somebody here, someone's looking at them as just a prize. Some people here, this person actually made a bet to be able to get you in bed. Is that worth falling for someone's sweet talk? Oh, I miss you. Oh, it hurt my heart when this happened. They're full of shit. They're full of shit. And unfortunately, some people just don't have good hearts. They don't have good character. You can't change that. What you can do is care about yourself enough to walk away. Charity. Sorry, I went off on a complete rant there, but I'm not going to question why. We got romance here. I don't know. There's something here about your angels are protecting you from giving to the wrong people. And you need to be career focused right now. All right. Maybe that's why this romance is not coming together right now. You trust that your spirit guides know. They know what's best for you. They're looking out for you. They're making sure that you have the time to get yourself set up. Maybe so that you don't have to rely on a partner. That once you do come together with the right person, you're just going to be completely whole on your own. There's not going to be a fear of, well, if we combine assets and all of that, then this person walks away, I'm going to lose everything. Your angels are trying to get you in a place to where you don't have to even ever worry about that again. We've got endurance. convention, extremism. Someone could have been, yeah, manipulation. Someone could have been trying to force you or coerce you into some sort of contract based on this is the way it should be. You know, someone like that story that I just told would be something like, well, I did apologize. And that whole thing there, when I allowed this person back into my life temporarily, mind you, because I already knew like I would never go back to that shit again. Um, but I was kind of, I was more so interested in the psychology of it all, really, like how I reacted to it, why I reacted to it, um, what was different this time around. Because the first time around, there was no mask, right? I was splitting assets with my ex at the time. So I asked myself, well, why would this person want to come back around? Well, someone like that wants to come back around because you are worth something to them, right? You have something of material gain for them to acquire. Well, if I get back in a relationship with the collective, it buys me the next however many years because they're going to be getting assets from their divorce and then they can spend all their fucking money on me. Oh, I went through that the first time around. I went through it. But there's something here about someone really trying to force you into something, make you feel obligated. You have to stay here. This is where you have to build. Yeah, empathy. Someone playing on your empathy. So what I was going to say is actually this person then we got into, because I kept trying to tell them that I wasn't interested in them sexually. The sex was off the chain with that person, and they knew it. They knew it. Very good in that department. um, but I've outgrown that whole need to run back to a situation just because the sex is good. But and they relied on knowing that about themselves to try to coerce me to stay connected to them. But anyways, this person would cross boundaries with me. Like I would say, hey, I'm not interested in you in that way, because I was actually still married and I was not going to disrespect my ex like that. Like I knew I didn't want to be with him, but I also would not disrespect him in the sense that I'm going to be talking sexually to another person in any way. So I made that, very clear. Like no, like we could possibly see each other as friends and see, if there's anything there as far as maintaining any kind of connection with each other, but I'm not interested that way. Well, this person would cross my boundaries in that department. And so, anyways, I hung up on them one day, blocked their number, and then they later got in touch with me and basically was saying, like, you asked me questions, because I asked this person, like, why did you say this to me? Why did you do that to me? I asked them very personal questions about different things that they said during that relationship and why they said them, where they were coming from. And they then came back after I had set boundaries with them and said, I answered all your questions. You asked me questions about why I did this or why I did that in the past, and I answered them. I was vulnerable with you. I told you that information, and you think you're just going to cut me off. And I was like, yeah, yes. That's exactly what I'm going to do. They didn't like that at all. Tried the whole I'm going to, hurt myself route. Yeah. So anyways, some of you could be dealing with that. And that wasn't even my bad karmic. It got worse than that later. It got worse. Anyways, so you got someone in regret. Someone could have tattoos. Someone found out something here. I don't know. There's someone that had an affair with someone at work. All right. Maybe that's what they're regretting. Now, I will tell you that that person particularly, we got evidence here. that I was just telling that story about. Very charming in their own ways. I won't take that away from them. There are certain things in that relationship, even though it's abusive, they're abusive and they're not healthy for me to have in my life. And I know that. Triumph. That person never put me in, they never hit me. Okay, for one. And they never put me in a position where I actually like had to call the police on them. Now, I did hold boundaries up. Strategy. But what I will say is, you know, when someone treats another person like shit, and as manipulative as that particular person was in my past, there was, I believe, I think people like that, even though they're not healthy, they have hate, they have envy in their hearts. They cheat, they lie, they steal. Um, I do think people like that actually miss and think about the collective often, because I think for them, they feel on top of their shit when they're connected to someone like you. It makes them feel good. It makes them feel like they're on top of their game. Now, that doesn't change the fact that this person would still cheat on you. It doesn't matter. They could have the best of the best at home. They're still going to cheat. We got luck, but they miss like the benefits. They miss the benefits, and they miss how confident you are, because people like this are not confident at all. Son of a nutcracker. We got LGBTQ, love same sex. That could be significant in some of y'all's situation. Does not have to be. Zoning out, unfocused. Spiritual gifted manifestation. This could also, if it's not like romantic, this could be like, I don't know, a sister, or if you're a male, this could be a brother or a father figure, or a male um, boss or something like that. It doesn't have to be romantic. The unknown, mysterious, secrets, dark, change, progress, momentum. Someone's watching. Someone's watching you closely. Someone was trying to keep you distracted. They were trying to keep you unfocused on your goals, essentially. Drinks, alcohol, partying, lust, seduction, sexy. This person's a heavy drinker, heavy partier. That's typically involved. That's another thing, is that person that I was just telling that story about. Very heavy drinker. Very. Actually, the last time I did see them, because I was like, oh, maybe we could be friends. Yeah, no. The last time I did see them, I went over and I was like, I'm going to stay sober, like, because I don't want to get myself in a compromising position, drinks, alcohol, partying. And when I got over there, they had been drinking so heavily that when they hugged me, they like almost choked me. It was just like this tough squeeze. It was kind of scary. Lust, seduction, sexy, conflict, trap, a messy situation. Yeah, this is, again, someone was trying to, we got competition, arguments. Someone was trying to like get you in the bed. They were. And they're thinking about you and missing you. Okay? They see, I don't know, someone may have tried to, eesh, death, transformation. Holiday vacations, trips, standing your ground. Dangerous, crazy, unhinged. Someone wanted you next to them because they thought it looked better for them. Police, emergency, call for help. Ambitions, playing to win. So this particular person might be someone who you would need to call the police on. Okay? They're trying to do something here. It's like a win at all costs. They might try to do something quickly. This is given again, this trying to catch you on camera doing something. It's almost like someone wanted to invite you out somewhere. Like that story that I just told about that past person. They knew their sex was good. Or I shouldn't give them all the credit. The sex was good. It's like using that as leverage. Not right now. Buddy, give me a few more minutes, okay? Bobby. Hold on 1 second. I'm doing a reading, buddy. Okay. My kids are home from school. Now you know my son's name. He's sweet. He's wanting to tell me a joke, but I told him he has to wait. This is someone that was wanting to do that and catch you on tape to stop something. That they were trying to get evidence here. I don't know. There could have been some kind of gossip about you being into, like, I don't know, maybe you're a porn star, or you're into OnlyFans or something like that. Someone may have started some sort of rumor about that, and they felt like they needed to get you on camera. This is, I don't know, this person's mad. This does say they admire you, but they'll never admit it. Okay? It's almost like this could be someone who's very cocky. Maybe this is someone who's really good in the bed. Okay? Maybe they know how to lay it down. But it's like this, it's so weird. It's someone who's competitive, but they also, like, they admire you for not falling for their trap. Running away, hiding out, escape. Yeah, it's not working out for this person. This person's stuck in a really shitty relationship too. All right. This person almost didn't expect you to be able to say no to them. How ridiculous. It's funny. It's funny. Anyways, I mean, you got to have some really good sex. I mean, is it worth it? Is it worth getting caught on camera so that you don't get, so that they could run with their, what's it called? Their smear campaign. This is someone that was running a smear campaign. The 10 of Swords. Someone that betrayed you very, very heavily. Ace of Cups. Okay. And then we got the Lovers in the reverse. Death. So this is, for some of you, this is definitely someone that maybe you had a choice in love. The choice in love here was heavy betrayal, new love putting an end to something. Okay, it's not going back to the past. It's not giving a second chance to betray. Like, you know, I already dealt with your Ten of Swords. I'm actually good. Angels are protecting you. Yes. You were born to be a legend. Remain calm at this time. Okay, some of you are literally, because you've said no, because you've walked away from these karmic connections. It could be more than one. Like for me, for instance, this person that I was just telling that story about, they're an old karmic of mine. Old, from 2009, that circled back around when I was getting a divorce from my karmic ex, who's my kid's dad, who I get along with very well. Everything's fine there. We're just karmic to each other. That's all. And then I've got this other karmic who was a trusted friend that I will not get into the details of that right now, maybe later. But this is where this real heavy Ten of Swords happened. The one that would be trying to set me up to try to catch me on camera doing some kind of kinky ass shit that I'm not going to do. Third eye is awakening. So anyways, some of you may have more than one karmic that you need to walk away from, or more than one karmic situation that you need to walk away from during this awakening process. And it's because you have a higher calling and trust in divine timing. Success. Not only are you a miracle, one is on its way to you. This is to clarify the Ace of Cups. Okay. And some of you, this is new experiences in love, in work. Some of you are going to be getting pregnant soon, maybe next year, getting pregnant. Okay. Because you made these choices, because you stood your ground, because you didn't run back to karmics who have already shown you their true colors, you're getting blessed. Light worker. Yeah, for some of you, there was just people that wanted to stay attached to you, sage your space, because of who you are. This is all coming out to clarify the Lovers in the reverse. Okay, dream messages. For some of you, you could be getting messages in your dreams. For some of you, you need to sage your space. Get this kinky ass energy out of your world, light worker. It's not worth it. It's no good. It's people that don't value you for who you are. You're being protected, you're being guided, you're going to be blessed. Trust that. Trust that. Lucid dreams. Some of you need to pay attention to your dreams because we got lucid dreams and dream messages coming out. Deja vu. Some of you could be getting some sort of downloads in your dreams sometime soon. Okay. Could have to do with a past life. I don't know. We got royalty here. Earth angel here. Healer, hidden secrets, ancient divine blood, and black sheep. So pay attention to your dreams right now, your downloads. For sure. All right. What else? Abandoned, left out, walked away, cold. Releasing, letting go, moving on, walking away. One day, someday, somewhere, another time. Second chance, reconciliation, making amends, opportunity. What else? Four of Swords, social media, the Empress. We got Twin Flame. Someone may have maybe taking a break from social media. Okay. There could be something significant about, I don't know, something about what you do. Maybe you have a platform here. Some of you could be meeting someone. Someone may end up sending you a message. Someone's definitely watching you. Someone could see. This could be you that could see this betrayal coming before it happened. It could be attached to social media. We got the Two of Swords. You may have somebody blocked. Three of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, passion. Yeah, that was what your Ten of Pentacles would be. That's what your legacy would be. Those are the types of people that, you know, that's what you would be leaving behind. Well, we fucked and it was great. But then they went out and cheated on me. They treated me like shit. I couldn't drink my coffee without feeling like I was a fucking piece of shit. We got the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This is about you walking away from this shit. That's not the legacy I'm going to leave behind. It's not me. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Six of Pentacles up in the clouds. Death. Someone's confused. Someone's confused about how you could see through them. What is this Nine of Pentacles in the reverse? Knight of Pentacles, secrets. The Hanged Man, false person. Eight of Pentacles, obsessed. Five of Swords. Six of Cups, Knight of Wands. Someone was trying to stop you. They were trying to block your abundance. They didn't want you to feel like you could do it on your own. But you could. We got innocence here. Ten of Pentacles. Nine of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Hater, the Tower. Divine Partner, Eight of Swords, the Fool, the Chariot, Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands. I don't know. Someone was worried that you might go back, give these people a second chance, give somebody a second chance. Intuition, hopeless. Divine Masculine, separation. Yeah, I think someone was trying to confuse your counterpart too. The Chariot, Ace of Swords, but you see something clearly and you're moving forward. Don't give up. It's okay that things don't always feel easy or effortless. Some of the best moments in life happen during and after hard times. Keep believing. This is a long reading. 1551, hold your vision. Focus on the good and maintain your concentration on the outcomes you desire. It's time to put your faith and time into your ideas and pursue your goals with all your might. You have such a beautiful, courageous, and brave spirit. Keep going, collective. Keep investing in yourself. Your angels are giving you the time to do that. And perseverance, this is a message of patience. Whatever is going on right now, you cannot be so impetuous. By pacing yourself, the end result will be far more rewarding. Slow down, don't rush, work carefully, and learn to accept help from others. B, productivity. It's time to examine your productivity. Disorganization and indecisiveness may be causing you to miss opportunities. Take a moment to prioritize your goals and get a clear view of how to get where you want to go and what will it take to get there. Okay, that's the bee and the ant spirit animals here. Take some time to organize your goals moving into the new year. Be gentle with yourself. Archangel Michael, please guide me in treating myself with gentle, nurturing love in everything I think, speak, and do. Help me know that I deserve this compassion. I release any feelings of guilt to you so that I may experience lasting inner peace. And then we have a favorable outcome. And let's get a closing message from the Shaman's Dream Oracle. We got in the hands, the universe is your partner. I'm sure we've gotten this one, but it's all right. All right. Something amazing happens when you contemplate your intimate relationship with your higher power. How do you engage it? Perhaps you might have seen things through the influence of your religious background, or you may have been exposed to other ways of making that connection real for you. It doesn't matter the source of your understanding. What matters is what works for you. For example, if you believe in a punitive God, then you'll be afraid of punishment for your transgressions. If you believe in a version of a higher power that blesses you, you may find it easier to surrender to a relationship of radical trust. Right now, if you imagine relaxing, curled up in the hands of the divine, how does that make you feel? Can you then turn over your needs and desires to that divine power and trust that you're safe and secure and don't have to do anything at all to feel that way? Grace is activated in your life now. You're in good hands. Your work, family, relationships, home, everything. You've done all that you can, so now is the time to rest and recharge instead of producing, doing, acting, strategizing. A hot tea, a good book, and a soft blanket are in order. Maybe we did read that one recently because I remember saying, man, that sounds good. It still does. Um, Anyways, that's all I got for you. I like that a lot. What it reminded me of, and is something that I've had a conversation with um, my brother about, and also like I feel like when I had kids, it changed a lot for me as far as my view of how God loves me and us. The love that you have for your children is, you don't want to see bad for your children. No, of course, you want them to grow up to be independent, loving, kind individuals. Um, but the love for them is very special. It's very nurturing. And after I had kids, I really was able to wrap my head around that that's the same kind of love that God has for us. Before, I could walk into a church and be like, well, I'm definitely going to hell just listening to some of this stuff. But then when I really got a grasp of it and then went through my spiritual awakening, it made a big difference. I'm like, oh, you're not going to burn in hell. Like, God loves you. You're his child. He nurtures you in the same way that you do your own children. And another thing too was that I really understood more so got a grasp and understanding of karmics and people who were in very dark karmic energy with piss poor character. Um, I was able to more so understand that what someone says to you or how they treat you it's not something you need to take on, and it is your responsibility to set boundaries. Not only to set boundaries, but to confidently walk away from those situations, not giving a shit. Like the story I told earlier, a person's like, I was vulnerable with you. You think you're just going to walk away? Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I did it. And I have no regret whatsoever. They've called me one time since then, and it was basically to tell me that they were going to off themselves. And then I like checked out of curiosity a couple of times just to make sure that their Facebook was still active and that they're indeed alive. And I'm glad for them that they are. But that's the kind of manipulation um, that I was dealing with. Um, there's something about, and you don't have to have kids to understand this either. But in my particular situation, that made a big difference for me when it came to really understanding, um, I don't know, the difference between people who carry unconditional love in their hearts and people who carry hate and envy and jealousy and spitefulness in their hearts. And, you know, unfortunately, there's a lot of both in the world, but hey, it's what makes the world go around. So, anyways, just protect yourself. Some of you have got, big blessings coming in for closing out these karmic cycles and walking away from these situations. You're setting the bar higher. And when you refuse to settle for less than what you deserve, you're only going to get what you deserve. Not to say you're not going to call in toxic ass people because they're still around. But you're not going to find yourself in a commitment with them because you're going to refuse to commit to someone like that. So anyways, you got some haters that took you for granted that are in devil energy, and they're jealous about the blessings you have coming in. So anyways, that's all. I'm done talking. I hope you enjoyed the message. If you did, please press the like and subscribe button. If you hung out this entire hour and 5 minutes, thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you guys have a wonderful New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. I have the next couple of days off my day job, so I will most definitely sign in and upload video tomorrow and on the 1st. Okay, take care. I'll see you during the next one.